Hi there, Mark and Eliza from FOSS TV here, and recently we had the opportunity of going over to the Bosworth Battlefield Visitor Centre and help out with planting a very special oak tree. Eliza, tell us a little bit about this oak tree and why we went to help out to plant it.
So it's really interesting, especially for all of those who are interested in the history of our country, but also really local history. So the tree that we planted is from an acorn from a tree in the castle grounds that King Richard III grew up in. So the parent tree is about 600 years old and is still in Fotheringhay Castle grounds, and an acorn from that tree, so a sapling, has now been planted at the Bosworth Battlefield Heritage Centre.
So 600 years old, the tree originally is still standing right now, drops an acorn about 10 years ago, and we've got the tree that it's produced. Probably that original tree was known by King Richard III.
Yeah, the
experts. It's in the grounds of his castle.
They said, it was his childhood home, so there is a real likelihood that actually he has seen that tree.
And I have touched that tree. I helped plant it.
You did.
Let's see how we got on.
So we're here today to sort of commemorate the planting of the Fotheringhay oak. So this is a sapling that has been grown from a 600-year oak tree that was taken from the Fotheringhay Castle site in sort of Northamptonshire. And this is the site that Richard III, King Richard III, who was found in the car park, that's where he was born and sort of spent his childhood. So the tree is older than Richard, so it's quite feasible that he would have seen it as a child. And so now we've got this tree that's been donated by Barton Trees, and we've planted it here as a bit of a memorial to Richard III, because this is the 10th anniversary of his reinterment. Bosworth is where King Richard III was killed in battle, so he's the last Plantagenet king to be killed in the country, and he died on August 22nd, 1485, sort of about a mile sort of from this site. So originally this was thought to be the actual sort of site of the battlefield, but with more recent archaeological discoveries it was decided that actually the battlefield was about a mile or so further away. But it's quite feasible that his army could have camped on this site just on the night before the battle, so it's quite a poignant place and sort of one that's really important for British history. The legacy of the Battle of Bosworth is still seen today sort of all around us. So if you look at the England rugby shirt, for example, they've got the red rose, and that is the Tudor rose, which Richard's defeat at the Battle of Bosworth, that ushered in the Tudor dynasty, really. So we kind of see that in sort of our sort of sports and just our regular day-to-day lives, really, as well. So it's quite an important time in history that has impacted us all the way to today.
It's in honour of Richard III. Obviously it's where he camped. It's been taken from a tree they believe is 600 years old. That says a lot already about heritage, doesn't it? 600 years old, taken from a tree. Fingers crossed that tree will be here a lot longer than 600 years. It is a good day to celebrate for the younger generation to look forward to.